Today on Pat's Car Garage, if you have a 1995 Grand Cherokee or less, so up to 1995, it's actually really easy to install automatic headlights. So I want to show you what you need to install it yourself. It's actually pretty simple to do. So to access everything you'll need, you'll have to basically remove the top part of the dash and the whole glove box. And to do that, it's pretty simple actually. Though the top part of the dash, there's some nuts hidden behind that plastic piece, which just pops off. It's just held in by friction. So you remove that. Then there's a couple of screws you have to remove on the top, along the top of the dashboard. There's 3 underneath the instrument cluster. There's 2 right above the radio, and then there's another 2 inside the glove box. So you open your glove box and they're accessible through like little cutouts there and over there. Once you remove that, you can actually pull the whole top part off, and that allows you access to a couple of things. So to get the automatic headlights working, you basically need 3 things. There's a sensor that goes right in here, or was it right in here? It's one of the 2 sides. I forget now which one it is. But basically, when you remove this top part, there's going to be a little light sensor attached. So you're going to want to remove that. You'll need the light sensor. Behind the glove box, which again you can remove by removing some screws. There's some along the bottom, and I believe there's going to be some along the top once you remove this top part. Behind the glove box, there is a control module for the automatic headlights. So you'll need that too. It's got a silly name officially. It's called like the sentient control module or something weird like that. But basically it's going to have this long, thin, flat plug. You'll need that. And of course you will need the switch on this side. And again, getting to the switch, you just have to remove a whole bunch of screws. You'll have to remove the screws at the bottom trim pieces. There's some screws on the side, there's some screws on top. There's just basically a whole bunch of screws holding onto all this plastic, and then once you get it off, you can access the switch. You might also need to remove the steering column kind of plastic bezel. It doesn't use Phillips screws, it uses Torx. Yeah, it uses these little Torx screws. It's the only thing that's Torx. At least mine's a 94, maybe 95. They changed them all to Torx, but anyway, that's what you'll need. So for the switch, obviously you need the switch with the automatic position, but I also recommend you get one with the fog light position right away too. That way, if you want to wire in some automatic, some aftermarket headlights, off-road lights or whatever, you can actually just wire them up to the switch and have a really clean installation because it'll use the factory switch, right? So that's pretty neat. So one question you might have is, do the fog lights turn off with the high beams in the pre-facelift Grand Cherokees? And the answer is yes. If you have the fog lights on and you pull the stock for the high beams, the fog lights will turn off. So that's something you might want to keep in mind. So yeah, in summary, all you basically need is the switch, the sensor on top, and the control module behind. All cars, as far as I can tell, are pre-wired for this feature. I mean, mine's a 1994 base model. It's not even a Laredo, and it had the wiring. So just plug the module in, plug the sensor in, plug the switch in, leave it on the automatic position, and right away you can test it. Even during the daylight, just cover the sensor with a hoodie or something. You should see the headlights come on automatically.